Hi, I'm Dan.
And I'm Mark.
And welcome to the DarcBalll Cast. Ooh. So, we start with so every week, I think.
We do. So Dan, or so Mark.
It's the Halloween episode.
It was Halloween, wasn't
Bit late,
it?
as we are with everything.
But
Episode 13 as well.
spookalicious.
I've already got chills. And they're
Are they
multiplying, Mark.
Are you losing control?
Just a little bit.
I fucking hate Greece.
Greece?
You know what? I'm just going to say, not the country.
For a man who's worked as a fry cook quite often in his life.
fry cook. I'm not SpongeBob.
What?
I'm not SpongeBob.
You're not? Why get the fuck out of my house?
Well, yeah, just the film Grease. I fucking hate. I'm just going out there, going on record. I don't care who knows it anymore. I hate Grease.
Who the fuck was Rizzo?
Rizzo.
What was Rizzo in
I think she was the lesbian.
Right, I don't know who the person is. How am I going to know their sexual preference?
Well, I don't know if she was actually a lesbian, but she was the butcher one.
I just like how the guy says Sandy.
Sandy. It's John Travolta, isn't it?
Fucking hell.
But no, I just fucking hate. I don't get it. I don't get what it's about. Just, do you know what I mean?
Car racing.
Is it? Is it?
Is it?
I don't know.
It's about love. It's about someone. I know quite a bit about Grease, actually. It's about someone dropping out of beauty school.
Okay.
It's also about a blonde girl who was a prude who becomes
Sandy.
a hoe. And then John Travolta. It's about John Travolta.
Is he the blonde girl? Becomes a hoe.
It's actually it's a biopic of John Travolta's teen years.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was to ward against the dangers of super tight trousers.
No.
Because there's some tight fucking trousers.
Yeah,
in
and
there.
when you're struggling to get out, use grease. Grease is the word.
Grease is the word.
It is. Wasn't there a number 2?
I don't know.
Fuck it, I think there was.
Grease 2, even greasier.
Yeah, because they had all that leftover grease, didn't they?
Why is it called Grease? Why does the card fly at the end? I don't fucking get it.
So, I think it's a metaphor. They died in that sewer race. And towards the end, everyone's like, oh, John Travolta and Sandy, come back.
And they go, no, we're driving to heaven.
And then they're all like, drive up to heaven.
Drive to heaven. I didn't know you could drive to heaven.
Well, neither did I until John Travolta did it.
Can you get
man.
Can you get an Uber, do you think?
Yeah, driven by John Travolta. This episode is sponsored by John Travolta, by the way. What else is he in?
John Travolta?
He's not in John Travolta, Mark. He is John Travolta.
Well, technically, John Travolta is inside John Travolta. All the stuff that's in John Travolta's skin is John Travolta, therefore inside John Travolta.
This
Meta
is too
Travolta.
Look, right, we've just hit 3 minutes 30. Right, aside from the fact...
He's also in Nick Cage. They were in Face Off, weren't they? And they swapped faces in that film.
Should we start a conspiracy?
So Nick Cage's personality was in John Travolta, and John Travolta's personality was in Nick Cage. Two horrendous fucking people.
Nick Cage is actually an awful actor, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know, like, looking back, I've enjoyed some of his films, but he's just really bad at acting.
Oh, he's shit. Fucking hate him.
Fucking
I'm not a Travolta fan either.
So aside from us not planning an intro and then spending the first 5 minutes talking about John Travolta...
Let's talk about another weird actor as well. Alec Baldwin. He done shot a bitch.
Who's Alec? Oh, Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin.
Fuck.
He shot someone, hasn't he?
Oh, I mean, if you're rich, you can do what you want.
Have you not heard about it?
I've heard a bit of it, but...
Basically, he had a gun on set.
Give me the rundown.
Not real. Well, not...
Well, it clearly fucking was.
Well, yeah, he's filming a scene in which he's got this gun, which has got, like, hollow rounds in it, and it malfunctioned, and it shot, like... I don't know if it's a live round or whatever.
I'm going to stop
and
you
shot someone and killed them.
I'm going to stop you right there. The gun didn't malfunction. The gun did exactly what it was designed to do, Mark. Do you know what the shocking thing is, though? This isn't the first time in history that this has happened.
No. Happened to... Was it Brandon Lee in The Crow?
I didn't know the names, but yes.
Yeah, it happened to him. He was done shot by a fake-ish gun.
Come on, Hollywood. Yeah. Learn your shit.
I know,
I knew this happened.
Exactly.
I knew the dangers.
Nothing.
And all you got to do is just not have a gun.
Exactly.
But what did they do? Had a gun.
And now someone is dead.
It's amazing.
Someone.
Well, it's not
amazing.
No, it's not. It's amazing that they've made the same mistake twice. Let me just emphasise. So that was some poor timing.
It was Halloween. Mm-hmm. We're late, obviously. Because it's now not Halloween, obviously.
Well, I reckon on our schedule, I'm actually planning... This lines up perfectly because I've been intending to do the Christmas one late as well.
Oh, good. So. Are we doing it for Halloween?
Yeah. I was considering doing it for Chinese New Year.
Are we allowed to do that? Is it racist?
No.
Are we allowed to? Oh, that's a good point. Right, this is a very, very good point. Right, okay. Mm-hmm. There's an advert that sometimes comes on where people are Googling stuff, and one of the first things that's Googled is who can say Wagwan, right? My argument is anyone can fucking say it because it's a word.
Yeah, it's a word.
And you know what I mean?
I've heard it before.
But it's because it's the cultural appropriation thing, isn't it? Like, you know, you're stealing our culture, that kind of stuff.
So,
but why is it that every February Tesco put Chinese ready meals on sale? Because it's fucking, you know what I mean? Because it's Chinese New Year. And they do the same for Ramadan as well.
Yeah.
Why is that not
cultural appropriation? They always put
appropriation?
out tins of chopped dragon, don't they, in brine? I find it pretty offensive. No
bats this year.
No. So we're not allowed to
they're
say...
not selling bats.
We're not allowed to say Wagwan. I mean...
Yeah, you are.
No,
you can say what you want.
But most people say it ironically anyway because it's just uncharacteristic.
Yeah.
That's why I'd say it. Like, and plus, we know various stoners that say it.
Various, exactly.
Don't we? Right. But
it doesn't matter. It's just
does it mean you can't learn another language?
I don't know.
I thought that was the path you was going with this conversation. So I've triggered a few things in my head there, Mark.
No, I just hate it. This thing where you're not allowed to take part in other people's culture. However,
surely it's like celebrating culture, isn't it?
Yeah, sure. The fact that it's sharing it.
Yes.
But it's
human
like
experience.
People moan that, you know, this is risky now.
Oh, no.
People moan that obviously, like, you get the Britain First League and they come over and say, oh, why are people bringing their culture over here? But if we're not allowed to say stuff like Wagwan because it's cultural appropriation, then why, you know what I mean?
I don't. Enlighten me.
No, because it's getting dangerous.
Right, you're digging a hole. Let's cancel this before it cancels us.
Yeah.
Halloween then.
Halloween, spooky.
Did you do trick-or-treating with flannel?
Did, flannel and piver. Yeah.
Nice. Good haul?
Fucking loads. Loads of shit.
No one knocked on our door.
Didn't there?
No one knocked. Well, there's nothing out front. We was not going to fuck that. I think we went out, actually.
You what?
I think we went out.
So people might have knocked on the door then, just that you weren't here to hear it.
Well, no. We came back and there was no one in the pit that we dug. So...
If someone knocks on a door but no one's in the house to hear it, does it make a sound?
No.
Cool. So I got to thinking about Halloween because obviously when it comes to Halloween, you know, having kids and that, you do the pumpkin carving bullshit. Hate it. One of the worst things ever.
Oh, I hate it too. Why do we do... Look, if we didn't carve pumpkins, what would all the pumpkin farmers do? They'd be out of jobs, wouldn't they?
Exactly. Well, no, because the Americans eat them, don't they?
What?
Pumpkin pie and shit
Fuck
like that.
off.
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
honestly.
Honestly,
did you know pumpkin's food?
No.
Yeah, you can eat them.
Oh, shit.
What have you been doing with them?
Just putting candles in them and cutting faces into them and shit.
Yeah, well, that's one use. That's the primary use, yeah.
I was going to say, where would the hipsters get their pumpkin spice lattes from?
Just ground up pumpkin, mate. Ground up pumpkin and then that fake weed that you get on Freeman Street.
I don't think I've ever tasted pumpkin. Have you?
No.
No.
But after carving them, I don't want to either.
No.
But like So I'm carving them with flannel. 3 pumpkins. There's 3 carved pumpkins in our house.
Right.
And 4 very small sort of ornamental pumpkins as well.
Dude, why you got so many?
Because Sophie just brings them home.
Oh, my God.
And I was thinking, right, vegans and vegetarians moan all the time that we're eating beef and meat and stuff. And yet they don't moan about the egregious wasting of pumpkins on Halloween. Because now they're all just out there rotting, aren't they?
And they don't have an issue with us taking a seemingly normal vegetable and personifying it with a knife. You know, hey, you know what make this vegetable good?
Are you assuming that pumpkin's face?
Let's give it a fucking face.
Let's give it a fucking... That's why I don't eat much vegetables, because I like eating stuff with faces.
I like potato smileys and stuff like that. Probably why I'm so drawn to Lewis Capaldi. Oh, can't stand his music. He's like Ed Sheeran too, isn't he? He's like male Adele.
I was having a conversation with someone, one of his fans once, and I said it's boring because all of his songs are the same. It's a very soft acoustic guitar or piano intro. Mm-hmm. He warbles a bit, then he shouts, and it's always about how some female has left him.
Yeah,
because it was on the radio at the time. She went, "Well, no, because this one's about his auntie who killed herself." And I went, "So a female that left him." Doesn't matter how she did it, she still went. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I hate when people say about like, here comes the elitist in us, doesn't it? This is what's happening here. I mean, we couldn't do what they do, but we're still going to rant about it. I love when people are like, oh yeah, well, he wrote it, or they wrote it, she, he, they, me, I don't know.
Them.
They wrote it about someone that they love, and it's like, well, no, they didn't write it, did they? They didn't, to be honest. Look at the credits. Look at the credits of all the pop songs.
The thing is as well,
there's literally about 3 men that write all of the charts.
Oh yeah,
and they sell the song, don't they?
Oh yeah, basically.
It's ridiculous.
But that's what annoys me about love songs, because they're not about anyone in particular, are they?
Yeah,
it's just the words that people like.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they're just like, it's things, and people are like, oh, this really accurately displays that gooey feeling I have inside.
For no one in particular.
Yeah, exactly. And that's it. They're all like really vague. But when you think about most music, I think even most of the songs that I like, when I really listen to the lyrics, I'm like, what are you saying? And the thing is, then the artist will go, oh, yeah, I wrote this about this. And it's like, yeah, but it could also be about any number of things under that wide umbrella of what you've just told me, unless it uses very specific words.
And this is why we listen to stuff where you can't understand what they're saying.
Yeah, because fuck it, the instruments are the most interesting part most of the time.
Absolutely, that's why they're nearly spelt the same. So when we're out trick-or-treating, I did something a bit creepy. Like, not Halloween creepy or spooky, you know, not like fun, scary.
You didn't go a bit... No, go on.
So, we went down this one street where we did quite well last time we went trick-or-treating, so we went there. We did really well.
Last year we did well.
And we did really well again, to be fair. And there was Sophie's been looking at this house for sale down there for a while. She's been looking at it on Rightmove, and she really likes it. And we knocked on their door to trick-or-treat, and I don't know why, it sounded better in my head, all right? So someone answers the door, clearly not the owner because they're clearly a teenager.
Right.
Right. And I just went, we've been looking at your house on Rightmove. And then walked away.
You fucking creep.
To a teenage girl.
Oh my God.
And then walking away, I thought, oh no. I'm going to be arrested, aren't I? We've been looking at your house. On Rightmove on the internet.
Mom, there's a fucking man at the door. The scariest thing that happened to that girl on Halloween was that, you can tell.
Absolutely.
It's better than what I was imagining you doing, like opening the door and they go trick or treat. You're like, get out of my way, I want to view your house. Like, Or you just go, how many bathrooms
this is lovely, this. How many bathrooms? Trick or treat, how many bathrooms you got? What's the square footage of the garden?
How wide are the windows?
Do you come with the house?
What's the exact number of doors?
So we had a Halloween party, didn't we?
Oh, we did.
We did. Why don't you tell everyone about my costume, Dan?
Well, I'll tell everyone about my costume first.
Okay.
I was a spooky banana.
I disagree.
Why?
I just thought you were a banana.
No.
What was spooky about it?
I had a face, arms and legs.
Yeah, but you've got those anyway.
Mate, you tell me a banana with a face, arms and legs wouldn't be fucking terrifying.
It would depend on the face. If it was Lewis Capaldi's, then yeah.
It was my face.
Well, no, because I love your face.
Oh, thank you.
I wish it was on every banana.
Oh,
instead of them little blue stickers.
You're making me blush.
Oh.
But yeah,
no, my banana's gone red.
Spooky.
Blood banana.
And you dressed as my dead dad.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
I had a mask of a skull, a belt around my neck, and a sign on my t-shirt that said, Dan's dead fucking dad.
It was...
Bit of context, Dan's dad killed himself by hanging.
Look, I like to think that what he did, as we've somehow made it worth it, haven't we?
I like to think that what he did, he only did in the hopes that one day one of your friends would come to a party dressed as him. Because let's face it, I'd never have done it if he was normal, if he died of like AIDS.
Well, you might look, Mark. We both know you, and you might have done. You very much might have done.
Very good point. Yeah,
you very much might have done.
Oh, no.
So we went on a bit of a spree at the party.
We did
a little bit of an interviewing.
We asked all the guests just a single question, random question.
Well, varying questions, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, a single question each. And recorded their answer,
which we're probably gonna edit up, put it into the episode, maybe right at the end. In fact, it might be interesting to put that over the bed of music at the end. No outro, just do, and then just a bunch of drunk people trying to answer questions.
One guy who I won't say his name, but he gets a little bit risky with his answer.
Went to a very cancelable place, didn't he?
He did.
I mean,
he did. He has nothing to do with this podcast.
Yep, we did. No way is this podcast affiliated with this man. Yeah.
He did suggest, though. He made a suggestion. He wanted us to talk about our favourite horror films on the next podcast.
Ooh.
He did.
I can answer yours.
Grease.
Fuck. You don't actually watch horror films, do you?
I hate them.
You don't like them?
Yep.
So I've been watching through the Halloween films lately, with Michael Myers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the white face.
Yeah.
Mask.
So
that mask's actually a mask of William Shatner.
Yeah, and they took the eyebrows off it and stuff.
Mental,
and yeah, it's fucking so cool. But we did film one and we was like, this is me and the girlfriend, sorry, not me and you.
Yeah. And
I was just like, oh, it was actually kind of shit. It was like, I don't know. I wasn't really gripped, but it was like revolutionary,
They're just slasher films, mate.
Yeah, I'm not much of a slasher guy. I like ghosts and stuff. I get a bit spooked by ghosts, but slashers, I'm a bit like, oh.
Is that because it's the only way you know your dad? As a ghost.
I pray. But no, with like horror films, I don't know. It's all bollocks. But look, do you know what's scarier than a man in a mask hunting you down with a knife?
A man in a banana.
No, being shot dead on set while doing a film. Because that's very fucking real. It happens.
Name 3 occasions where it's happened.
I can't even remember the names of the 2 people it already has. But right. Number 2, though, second one in the series, that was I preferred that. Number 3, nothing to do with Michael Myers.
Yeah, they started making mental sequels, didn't they?
But it turns out they never intended to do lots of Michael Myers films. They intended it to be like an anthology. Like each one's just like a different horror theme. But I didn't know that going into it, and I was like, "Oh, he'll be here any second. He's about to fucking stab people."
So I couldn't fucking care less. Yeah, I like watching. I like watching like true crime stuff. Like we watched a documentary on the Netflix. Me and the wife. It was called Monster Inside. Sophie.
No code name.
No. She brought this up the other day. She was like,
"You just flat out."
She was like, "Why do you always protect the kids' identities and not mine?"
I love right. And okay.
I said, "Because you can fend for yourself."
Let me just add: you could protect the kids' identity and your ex-wife. I bounced down the episode last week, and he's like, "Mate, you've got to block out my ex-wife's name. We're not allowed to slag her off on the podcast." And I was like, "Mate, you're not allowed to slag her off on the podcast." I can do what the fuck I want.
No, it's not that it's not about not slagging her off. It's just I don't want her name in it.
That makes sense, actually.
Yeah, it does.
Ugly name. Yeah.
It's Michael Myers.
She's got a terrible name. Wank face. I'll beep that out. So you've been watching any true crime documentaries? Anything notable?
It's called Monster Inside: The 24 Faces of Billy Milligan.
Oh.
Spoiler.
He must have had a massive head.
No, he's just the one face, actually.
Sick.
It's a metaphorical thing. So basically, there's this guy in the 70s, Billy Milligan, kidnaps and rapes 4 women.
Right.
Is arrested while he's, sort of awaiting trial. People sort of notice that he's a bit of a fucking weirdo. My response was, well, yeah, because he's a rapist.
Yeah.
That's quite weird.
It's very, very weird, yeah.
So they start interviewing him, and it turns out he's got multiple personalities. He's got 10 different personalities, all with very distinct, whatnots. And they're talking to him on camera, and there's one guy, he's called Arthur, and he's got a British accent, and then all of a sudden there'll be a different guy with a Yugoslavian accent.
Was he good at accents?
He was very good at accents, to be fair.
I'd say you're pretty good at accents, but it doesn't mean that you're a bunch of different people.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
But so they started probing, into these multiple personalities, and basically he got taken to trial, and he was found innocent, even though everyone involved said he absolutely did these rapes.
Right,
100% it was him. But he was found innocent because of insanity.
What? All right.
So he wasn't sent to prison. He was sent to a mental hospital where he could come and go as he pleased, basically.
Oh. What? So it wasn't like... Because there's this common myth nowadays, and a lot of people want to be like proved insane because they'll go to a mental institution.
Like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
The problem is, though, nowadays you're normally not released from a mental institution. Well, so you could probably be better off going to prison.
Well, this one, he could sort of... He got a lot of liberties.
A load of shit.
And he made money from like his books and books written about him and stuff. And
right.
He met with James Cameron, who wanted to make a film of his life.
Right.
By this point, everyone's forgotten the name of the 4 women he raped.
Jesus.
And at one point, he just walked out and disappeared.
What, 4 women?
4 women, yeah.
Fucking hell.
At one point, he just walked out of the place and disappeared. He went across the country, lived with his brother for a while. When he was living in that town, a man went missing, never found his body. And then he moved to Florida, and then when he was in Florida, someone went missing and never found his body.
What?
And he was never put in prison for anything.
Fucking hell. So, please tell me that
then they found more personalities as well, so it went up to 24. Now, Sophie, she was like, I kind of believe it. And I was like, bollocks.
Yeah.
Absolute bullshit.
Yeah.
He's making it up.
I believe in the disorder, but it's very convenient.
Of course.
Like, because come on, lots of people have all these personalities. Not lots of people rape.
Exactly, yeah. But he was saying about how the personality who did the rapes was a female personality as well.
Please tell me that when they found him guilty of rape, they didn't say you have been guilty of 4 counts of rape. Please tell me that they went, we find you guilty of being the monster inside.
Deathcore album ensues.
Oh my god!
But no, he wasn't found guilty. He was found innocent, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah, but they said that he did it.
Yeah, but legally he's innocent.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Mental, innit? how everyone, even the judge and everyone, can be absolutely positive that he is a raper. And I don't know why I prefer raper. And he was just, found innocent. And that really pissed me off. Yeah. Fuck you, Billy Milligan.
That's a real life horror story right there.
It is.
That man's out there writing books, making money.
Well, not anymore, he's dead.
Oh, okay, fair
Cancer.
Enough. Oh.
The Big C.
Yeah, but why didn't all the other 23 people inside of him fight it off? Only one of them die.
Yeah, his body's just in his coffin now, and all these 23 other people are going, well, what the fuck do we do then?
Yeah, why is this happening to us?
Why are we getting punished because of this dead shit? This dead shit.
So yeah, so you don't have a favourite horror film, just...
No, mate.
Probably that.
Billy Milligan.
Probably that, maybe. I didn't even say my favourite horror film. Horror film? Horror film. It's where everyone's everyone's hollering, man. To be honest, I didn't even know that exchange happened at the party. I didn't know anyone kind of gave you any...
Oh, yeah, that happened.
Any kind of content.
Yeah, I forgot about it until on the way here, to be fair.
Because this is what we do. We just organise parties just to get content, really. Please,
because we've run out of ideas.
Yeah. This is why you'll have noticed. We just kind of sit around and chat for a while.
Shit. Speaking of being out of ideas, I noticed something in Aldi that irked me. First of all, I saw these bags of popcorn, and they were marketed as hand-popped popcorn. And I was thinking, first of all, they're calling it that because people think, oh, hand-popped, but how much love and care has gone into this pop? It's fucking corn, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? It doesn't matter how you pop it. When it's popped, it's just popcorn.
Yeah.
And plus, is hand-popped someone who just gets a bit of corn and squeezes it really hard until the residual heat in your body pops it?
You see, that right there sounds like a much... tamer way to do it. I was thinking they got all the kernels in the hands and put them over an open flame. There's people out there with severely charred, mangled hands.
Yeah, they're probably all Vietnamese kids as well, aren't they?
Tasty, fleshy, meaty popcorn. Hand-popped.
Hand-popped. No, I think it's the residual heat. They just squeeze it.
Do you reckon you can?
I don't know. Have you got any corn?
No.
Well, that was a bit anticlimactic, that one.
So,
something else I saw in Aldi. Picked up a bag of sweet potato fries.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, exotic. And it said on the bag that... it said, same great taste, different look.
Aye.
I assume this meant the packaging. And... I don't get why people do that. When they change the design of the packaging, they have to reassure the consumer that it's still the same product.
Yeah, it tastes the same.
Like, if I was a regular buyer of these sweet potato fries, and one day they're in a different bag, I would have gone, well, what if they're shit now?
What if they taste different?
No, it's the same fucking thing. Just, you know what I mean? I'm not a retard. I know how to enjoy my sweet potato fries.
The thing is though, right? I grabbed some sweet potato fries. I don't have them every day. So I'm just like, they could have changed the flavour. Maybe they're just like placebo. They've told us they don't taste different, but they taste really different.
Yeah.
But you haven't got any to compare.
They're actually carrots.
When do you side by side them, Mark?
What?
When you're not going to side by side the old and the new.
Yeah, I don't keep the old ones.
And there you go. You should always keep one old one. At least
one chip.
Just in case.
Just to change, they try and change the quality, and without telling you that's a good idea.
Yeah. Because no one's going to, no one will know.
Yeah.
Do you know when Coke every so often goes, we changed it, tastes different now.
It tastes lovely now.
They could put that on every 2 years. They could just write new recipe or formula or whatever it is.
Yeah, I hate Coke anyway. Fucking.
I love it.
What is it? What does it taste like?
Yeah, but this is it. They've created their own thing.
Yeah, but we didn't need it.
Look, mate, the person who made chili, chili con carne didn't go...
Oh, I thought you meant the country.
Didn't go, oh, taste this, to his wife, and went, oh, but what does this taste like, though?
Beef and tomatoes.
Yeah, but fuck off. It's just like, I drink Coke when I fancy coffee, but I don't want something hot, so I'm like, I'll just have...
What, it's a cold coffee?
Yeah, but I don't want a cold coffee.
So you think, hold on. You think, I want a coffee, but I don't want a hot beverage. Have a Coke.
You know what I mean? Like a caffeine kick.
What the fuck? That doesn't track at all.
Yeah, but it's nice. It's tasty.
Is it the colour?
It's sweet. It's fizzy.
It's horrible.
Fizzy. But you don't like fizzy drinks.
That's not true.
Mate, you never drink fizzy stuff.
Doesn't mean I don't like them.
What, so you chose like, I like fizzy drinks, but it's the one thing I'll deprive myself of.
Well, no, I drink them every so often.
Fuck you.
I just have to be in the move.
Move? In the move, like you're mid fucking disco.
I need to move.
You're like busting some moves.
My favourite fizzy drink is the Iron Brew.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't have guessed that.
I love a bit of Iron Brew. Dr Pepper. I'm a Dr Pepper man as well.
Oh, okay.
What's the worst that could happen?
You like Fanta, don't you?
Yeah.
Because I remember this was like a turning point.
Turning point.
Yeah, it was like I was like, I've learned something about Mark today. Turns out you're not even overly keen, but that's besides the point. I just thought you liked Fanta. So we was really drunk like a few months ago, and I remember like you was laid on the settee and I was making you a coffee or something.
Is this the night where you cut my hair?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is what we do.
I got pissed up and Dan shaved my head.
And I pulled out a bottle of Fanta from the cupboard and you went, you had Fanta the whole time. as if I'd been keeping it from you just to spite you. This. And that's where I got the impression that you're really into Fanta.
It's all right.
Why did you react in such a way? That's not how someone reacts to something that's just all right.
Mate, I was battered.
Mate, you was, yeah. You was. You really were.
I get Fanta crazy.
I mean, I'd cut your hair without even a second thought.
You did cut my hair.
You was like, I was like, I'll cut your hair. And you was like, oh, yeah, go on then. And I was like, all right, I will. And you was like, wait, what? You got clippers? Yeah. It's like, yeah, I've always got a pair of clippers in my pocket. Like, always. You never know when this is going to come up.
Like all good Turkish boys. Are the Power Rangers racist?
I've never spoke to one to know.
So...
It could be.
The Flaniel's getting into it.
Right.
Nearly. Flaniel's getting into it, and I was showing him, the one I used to watch when I was a kid. And we can't help but notice that the black Power Ranger is the only black guy in it.
Oh.
And the yellow Power Ranger is the only Asian girl in it.
Oh.
And...
Is the pink one a girl?
Yes.
Oh, man.
And when the film came out, they added a white Power Ranger. Now, if you put a space between Power and Ranger... White Power Ranger.
Oh. I thought you were just going to say that they cast an albino, to be honest. It took a turn that I wasn't expecting. Even more racist.
You know what I mean?
I feel
White
like...
Power Ranger doesn't ring true, does it?
Do you think... So, did they add the white power... I can't speak. Did they add the white Power Ranger...
There's a soundbite.
Did they add the white Power Ranger later then? So it wasn't there at the start?
Yeah, because in the series it was just red, yellow, pink, blue and black.
Right.
And then with the film, the white guy came along.
Right, so do you reckon there was like, look, it's been long enough. I don't think anyone will notice. And then along comes this podcast in 2021 and suddenly Power Rangers is cancelled.
Because it turns out that the white Power Ranger's helmet is a big cone.
He's the sword on the Megazord, isn't he?
And it's actually just a burning cross.
Dude. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, oh no, mate, he's not going to help you now.
No.
He's not going to help you now.
We've had a good run.
So
I didn't want to be the podcast that cancelled the Power Rangers, though.
I don't care.
I didn't want to be that. I was... I looked something up the other night because I got a bit curious. Yeah. Mario's last name is Mario.
Yeah.
And Luigi's last name is Mario.
Yeah, Luigi Mario and Mario.
That's mental, isn't it?
It's not very original.
Don't know why I was thinking of that, but...
Okay.
Because I wondered if, I was watching Shrek and I was like, I wonder if Shrek has a last name. He doesn't. It's just Shrek. It's like Sonic, isn't it? It's just Sonic.
No, his last name's Hedgehog.
The Hedgehog. Middle
name the Sonic T Hedgehog.
Sonic T Hedgehog. That's really good.
Yeah, and then he had a son, and his son's called Fast Blue Fucker.
Yes. And then he had another son that he just called Spike.
Spike
the Hedgehog.
So, I know we've moved on from Halloween now.
Right,
but
okay.
I forgot I've got a stupid shit Flaniel said regarding Halloween.
Yeah, but we haven't moved on from Halloween. We've done racist Power Rangers. We've done Grease.
That's creepy.
All creepy shit.
So
the fact that Shrek don't have a last name,
terrifying.
Fucking spooky.
So Daniel's in bed the night before Halloween, and he's getting really excited for trick-or-treating and all that shit. And he said, to try and help him sleep at night, we always, before we leave his room, we always try and get him to tell us if he's worried about anything or if he's sad about anything, just so those worries are off his chest, So I said, you got anything to tell me tonight, mate? You're worried about Oat? He said, I'm sad. I went, why are you sad, mate? He said, I'm sad we can't go trick-or-treating in the morning. And I said, yeah, but everyone waits until later on in the afternoon or evening. And he went, but I want them to go in the morning. I said, mate, no one trick-or-treats in the morning. Everyone goes late in the afternoon or in the evening. He went, what, everyone? I went, everyone. And then he went, even the French? Yes, Manuel.
Yes,
even the French.
Even the French. I thought he was going to tell me that he's like really logical and smart, and he was going to say, if we go in the morning, all the sweets will be there. But no.
You were just concerned about when the French trick or treats.
I'm always concerned about what the French are up to. You know what I mean? No country can be sustained for that long on fucking snails and frogs.
Just the legs as well.
Prove me wrong.
Why just the legs, do you think?
You don't want to just...
Yeah, I mean, that's a waste, if you ask me.
I reckon... Might as well have a tongue and all.
Why just the tongue? There's loads of frog.
Well, I was thinking, look at... There's loads of frog.
The biggest bit is it's like the big blobby meaty bit in the middle, surely?
But it's just full of flies, isn't it? All the flies
squeeze them out.
Squeeze like a green tube of toothpaste.
No, but seriously, why is it just the legs?
I've not even thought about that.
Neither have I, but now we're here.
All right. So, what would you tell the French?
Wash. Right. So we've had a request.
Oh.
I tried to do that audience engagement bullshit on social media.
We try.
Yeah, trying to get some, the people involved. So I put out a post saying, is there anything you want us to talk about or discuss?
And someone got back?
Someone commented. A man named Daniel. Very big fan of ours. Very big fan. Listens to all of our podcasts. He's been there since day one. And he's been, to be fair, he's asked a couple of times. He wants more Viking stories.
Ooh.
Right. So I'm gonna give you one this week.
So he's an OG listener then?
He is an OG listener.
Right from the start?
Yeah, probably the OG listener.
Nice.
So this is the tale of how Thor married the king of the ogres.
I'm in. I'm fucking in. You see, I'd love to put a bed of Norse music under this, but I'm
not talented
I've left myself only a week to get this episode.
Yeah, because we're recording this a week later than normal.
I'm not going to be able to write any, and unfortunately, my resources for free, unlicensed music do not stretch that
free,
far.
Unlicensed Norse music.
Yeah, I do the best with what I've got, but my God, I might try. I might have a go.
Some
little bed of Norse music. So if you're hearing Norse music now, I succeeded. If not, well, you know what happened. I might just put in something.
So one day, Thor wakes up from being asleep.
I love it. Thor wakes up. Well, yeah, all right, because he has to, or else there's no story.
He has to, otherwise he's dead.
Right. Sorry to stop you again. For each character, can you put on a voice, please? It really helps me get into it.
Have I got to try and do a Norse accent?
No, just give them the kind of voice you reckon they'd have. If it has a Norse accent, then that's just how it is.
So be it. I'll try.
And if you can speak perfect Old Norse, then even better, Mark.
I'll do my best.
Okay. I know you will.
One day Thor wakes up and he looks over at his bedside table. I don't know.
His Norse bedside
from IKEA. And noticed that Mjolnir, his mighty hammer, is missing. Gone.
Shit.
And he thinks, oh bugger.
Oh bugger.
My hammer doth be gone.
Shit.
So immediately he assumes that Loki has got something to do with it, because he is, international man of bastardry, isn't he? Everything bad that happens, Loki. So he goes to Loki and goes, I'm sorry, I can't do the voice. Right. I can't do it. No.
Go on. All right.
No voices.
You let down.
So he goes, oi, Loki, you bitch.
1 second. Is that the voice of Thor? Because it sounds a lot like you.
We are mixed up quite a lot.
Oh, okay.
So he goes to Loki and goes, look, my hammer's been stolen. Have you got it? And he goes, no, I ain't got your fucking hammer.
Right.
And he goes, have you got my hammer? And he goes, no, I ain't got your fucking hammer. And he went, right.
What's that behind your back?
What's this behind your ear? So he goes, right, but surely, you being you must know what's happened to it. And he was like, no, I don't know what's happened to it, but I'll find out. He said, but you need to keep it a secret, because if people find out I've lost my hammer, then, all the enemies of Asgard will try and invade, because we haven't got our best weapon. And Loki goes, don't worry about it. So Loki, off he goes, and he meets this ogre called Thrym.
Ooh.
And he's king of the ogres, or trolls, or whatever it is. And turns out he's stolen Mjolnir.
Oh.
Yeah.
How did he not notice? Like, king of the ogres walks in.
Sleep money.
While he's... Yeah, but... Come on.
What?
Come on now.
Mate, he hammers hard, he sleeps hard.
So hammers all day, sleeps all night.
If I had a hammer. So he goes, right, yeah, I've got Thor's hammer. And you're not getting it back unless I get to marry Lady Freya. Beautiful, beautiful Lady Freya. And Loki goes, oh, Jesus, right, okay, I'll see what I can do. Leave it with me, mate. Loki goes back to Thor and says, look, this guy called Thrym, he got your hammer, and to give you it back, he needs to marry Freya.
That's all they ask for, isn't it?
To marry people, yeah.
Like in all the stories, it's like, oh, look, I'll do this if you let me marry one of the
and it's
females.
Usually Freya.
The female gods, the women's
gods.
The womans.
So Thor goes, right, we'll have to tell everyone. So they all go, have like a meeting, and they say what happens, and Freya's like, nah, mate, fuck right off. Absolutely not.
He's king of the ogre. No.
What?
Shrek. We've done it.
Direct descendant.
Yeah.
So Odin's like, well, we need to do something because we need the hammer back. Otherwise, Asgard will be invaded. So Heimdall goes, well, I've got an idea. And they all go, what is it? And he goes, Thor, you're not going to like it. And he goes, well, no, it'd be fine, just tell me. And he goes, nah, you're not going to like it, though. It's going to make you pretty mad. And he goes, just tell me. And he goes, right, okay, here's what we do. We stick you in a dress.
Oh.
We pretend you're Freya. You marry Thrym. Get your hammer back. Sorted. Thor immediately loses his shit. Like, no, I'm not wearing a fucking dress. You could fuck right off. People will think that I'm a woman, man. And Loki goes, it is the only way, though. You know what I mean? I'll come with you. I'll dress as your maid servant. And I'll come with you. And that'll be fine.
I love how literally a shapeshifter says to Thor, like Loki who can actually change shape, goes, hey, Thor, look, we're going to put you in a dress. And guess where we going, man?
So after a while, Thor goes, right, okay, we're going to have to. So they put him in a wedding dress. and they put a veil on him. Bearing in mind, Thor's a big dude. Big, hairy, muscly dude. And they've just shoved the wedding dress on him.
Do you know what it is, though? I think the ogre food factory, they don't cover optical in the healthcare plan, do they? So they're all blind as fuck.
Well, he turns up at Threem's house in his wedding dress and his veil covering his face. And Threem's like, oh, my God, my beautiful bride, you are here. Yada, yada, yada. Right, and then they say, right, let's have the wedding feast. And, like, Thor ends up eating, like, fucking, like, 4 whole oxen and a huge fucking salmon all to himself. And Threem's like, this is a bit weird. Why is Freya eating all this shit? And Loki goes, oh, it's because she's just been so nervous about the day that she's not, that she's been starving herself.
Nerve eating.
Right, so, you know, that's why she's eating all this stuff. Because he's like, well, it seems a bit unladylike, but whatever. And then she goes, oh, is there anything to drink? No, you know, Thor goes, anything to drink? And they bring out this massive fucking vat of mead, and Thor just drinks it all. And Threem's like, goes, what the fuck's going on here? Why is she drinking all this massive vat of mead? And Loki goes, well, you know, she's been so nervous that she hasn't drunk anything, so she's just dead thirsty. And Threem goes, oh yeah, that seems perfectly acceptable.
Just turns out that ogres are like bigots, aren't they? It's like,
or idiots.
Yeah, just a lady can't have an appetite.
Yeah, basically.
Can't drink. Why she do? Oh, she drinks a lot.
So then Thor, in disguise, says, oh, so where's the hammer, you know, that we're getting as a gift for the wedding? And he goes, oh, I'll go get you it. So he gets it, he puts it on the table in front of Thor. Thor grabs the hammer, throws his veil off, and everyone goes, ah, that's not Freya.
It's the god of thunder.
It's the god of thunder in a dress. And then Thor kills everyone there. The end. So there you go, Daniel. There's your extra Viking story. I hope you enjoyed it.
I enjoyed that.
Well, it wasn't meant for you.
Well, but it's nice to know. Nice to know that I enjoyed. I like to know that I enjoyed it, you know?
You'll be keep it to yourself. This podcast isn't about you, Dan.
Oh, it's about the Vikings.
Yeah.
And us tap dancing around sensitive issues.
No, you tap dance around sensitive issues. I keep it fucking real.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, boy.
So.
What?
I'll just put a sting here. I don't know how to end this.
Good evening, one and all. Welcome to David Battenberg's Shit Planet. This week, we take a look at the great British tradition, Halloween. Halloween certainly has a way of altering people. Normally, we are a nation of people for whom having someone knock on our doors brings about enormous swells of anxiety. But on All Hallows Eve, we welcome it. Let us walk down the moonlit street and observe. First we find the tired father. He has worked hard for 12 hours at his thankless factory job, and now, instead of sitting at home with a can of Stella and staring at his phone, he is ferrying around his wild pack of children. As they run in front of him in excitement, it is all he can do to shout after them and try to entice them back, appearing concerned on the outside that one of them may run into the road and be hit by a car, but secretly hoping that someone ploughs right into them. Further down the road can be found the small herd of teenagers, still dressed in their usual uniform of Adidas tracksuit bottoms and Stone Island jumpers with the festive decoration of a pound store skull mask. They knock on doors in groups over 10 strong, expecting sweets even though they're all old enough to work. If Halloween has taught them anything, it's that it's okay to beg as long as you're dressed for the job. Later on, they will batter the same houses with enough eggs to make them look like a porn star's face. Finally, we see the shivering ladies who have once again thought that Halloween is a time for them to dress like sluts in the name of spookiness. Amongst the angels, devils and kittens, there are clowns in stockings and suspenders. It makes one truly appreciate the magic of Halloween. Only tonight can these dumpster fires get away with dressing like a 10. As the night draws to a close, away go their tits until next year. Now that All Hallows Eve has passed and Christmas is on the way, we can expect to see thousands of rotting pumpkins in the street for the next few weeks. I'm David Battenberg. Good night.
It's WikiHow! I was not prepared for that.
No one ever is,
oh
man.
My God.
Yeah, boy. For a big guy, I can get up there.
That was better than the segment I've got planned. Fuck.
Most stuff I say is.
So, we're going to be teaching the listeners how to attract women. Or men.
Very important distinction.
Either one.
What about all the other genders?
I don't know how to attract them. I mean, I got you in my house. Got my girlfriend in my house.
LGBTQT magnet. That's what you need. There's a big magnet for
I thought you were saying that was the last letter on it.
No. Saying there must be a magnet for it. If there's a radar for gay, there might be a magnet for LGBTQ.
Maybe.
MRS.
So, like, what? Are you saying, like, the radar is an opposite to a magnet?
No, not at all.
I don't know. You were
saying that obviously gay people have gaydar, don't they? They have that inbuilt radar. So why can't there be a magnet that attracts like everyone else?
Yeah, all right.
Somewhere.
That's sound logic.
Exactly.
I like that.
No one asked for it.
This article, if anyone wants to read along, is called "How to Have Sex Appeal." Ta-da.
Read along.
I don't know. Some people might want it. Some people might want to see this firsthand.
Maybe we should put subtitles on.
Maybe we should give people the link. That'd be fun. Should we give people the link on the episode?
It's a lot of effort.
All right, fair enough. So, here we go. Sex appeal is hard to pin down. It's a quality that draws you to someone powerfully and instantly. But just because it's hard to understand doesn't mean it's hard to cultivate for yourself. Confidence and flirtatiousness are universally sexy, while more specific tips and tricks break down along gender lines. See step 1 to learn how to project sexy confidence and get your mojo working.
Project sexy confidence. Here, take my sexy confidence.
This one's a long one. So there's like 4 methods
of sexiness.
So, yeah, I mean, there's method 1, which is being flirtatious, but I'm kind of wondering if we could skip down to method 3 and 4 for just attracting women and attracting men.
Go for it.
And let's see if we've used any of these in real life. And by the end of it, Mark, you're going to seduce me.
Okay.
I've taken my pants off already.
Well, it's a good thing I've already slipped something in your drink.
Oh, everything's got a bit wavy. Okay, here we go. Attracting women. Step 1. Take charge. I mean, this feels a little bit outdated. Like,
was this written in the fucking 50s?
Attract her with your money and wealth.
That's a quick example. Oi, woman, be attracted to me.
Always use the back of your hand.
Of course you can hit a woman in the face. They have faces, don't they?
Okay, so this is... Yeah, so we're going down these lines, I guess.
Why is it that Americans in the 50s all had that voice?
Yeah, very English voices.
Hey, I'm an American in the 50s. See?
They had no bass in their voice at all, did they?
No, and it was all quite talking very quickly like this. I'm home, honey, make me a martini.
They just didn't have the time we have now.
No, everything's fast-paced.
Everyone was so uptight before.
They're all in bed by 4 in the afternoon.
Everyone was so uptight, yes, yet less uptight before the internet.
Yeah.
Okay, step 1. Take charge. Research reveals that women prefer prospective partners to make quick, efficient decisions and to be confident in their choices. Right,
research reveals.
Not once have they cited any research that backs this up. But I mean, let's be honest, no one wants to be with some some fucking
wet blanket.
Yeah, no, it's to be with someone who's like, oh, I don't know. Oh.
Yeah, but there might be women out there who like being with people that they can control. They'll be in charge of.
Yeah, exactly. This is fine. Let's keep reading. Don't shy away from taking control of a situation, whether it's deciding where to go for dinner or accepting leadership of a long-term project.
What?
Right. When in like a potential relationship situation, are you offered a long-term project? Mate, the long-term project is the relationship. And you can't just take charge of that. That's a bad thing.
You just come home. You know this relationship, yeah?
I'm in charge.
I run it now.
Yeah.
Yeah? If you got a problem, you need to come see me. I'm your team leader. I'm HR. Yeah. I'm all of it.
Yeah. I am the departments. Being fearless in your actions is inherently sexy, even if it's only in small, everyday ways. This doesn't mean you have to be an alpha jerk. There's a difference between taking charge and being aggressive or condescending.
I once fought a bear. Does that get you wet?
You alpha jerk.
I mean, the bear wasn't really expecting it. I snuck up behind it and stabbed it.
Fuck. Oh, you got high agility stats, you know.
It was also a yellow bear wearing a red vest and spoke in a very cute manner.
Yeah, his donkey friend could only look in horror. Oh. There are plenty of opportunities for you to do this while dating. For instance, if you're asking someone out and they don't know where to eat, don't hem and haw along with the other person. Make the call and be done with it.
Oh, should we go on a date?
Where would you like to go?
Oh, I don't know.
What would you like to eat?
I'm not sure.
Me. Eat me.
We're not German.
Eat me.
Do you know where you want to go for tea, babe? No, I'm not sure. Where I find we're off to Witherspoons, bitch.
Yeah. In fact, I don't have time for tea while I'm working on this long-term project. No tea for you. Get back in the cupboard.
We can't go out for tea. It's gone past 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Tea.
Oh my god. All right. So that's step 1. Take charge.
Take fucking charge. You show him who's boss.
Step 2. Have a variety of interests, dimensions, and facets. I thought it said faucets for a second then. I was like, look at all my taps.
When you said dimensions, I thought you were saying dementia wrong.
Dementias.
I have many dimensions. My waist size is many inches.
I have a few dimensions. Height, width, depth.
You've no depth.
Whoa.
Girth.
It's all about the girth. And a slightly eastern lilt.
Is that like the normal drink of lilt, but it's got turmeric in it?
Yeah, it's like the normal drink, but it just leans to the left.
And it's got spice in. So every now and then there's just a cardamom popped.
Women are attracted to complexity.
I love how blanket it is.
I know.
Oi, women, you are attracted to complexity.
Oh my god. Like, yeah, maybe they are.
Does it say who wrote this?
It was a woman.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I'm not scrolling back up because this is a long article. Right. But at the end, I will tell you who wrote this. You can all direct your angered emails at her and not us.
We're just reading what this dry vaginaed bitch has said. This sandy knickered idiot.
Women are attracted to complexity and multidimensional people. Sexy people are interesting people, and interesting people have hobbies and passions apart from doing it. Well, I hate that. Set aside time for yourself to keep up with whatever leisure activities you're interested in. But
you see, I find this hard to believe because I'm attracted to women, beautiful women in pictures, and they're not even talking.
Yeah, they're just there.
They're not even they have no dimensions because they're flat and on paper.
I think sex appeal starts with, take some stuff off.
Take some stuff.
You'll be all right.
What, your jacket?
Yeah, let me grab that coat for you.
One shoe.
What? Flash an ankle. You do a lot of an ankle, mate.
The period
Most
of time
popular bit
where
of a frog.
the period of time where showing an ankle was deemed to be rude was probably the same time this was written.
Somehow it's just made its way onto the internet. Number 3, act your age. Act your age.
With my age again. With my age again.
Why is every why is every singing impression you do a deaf person? It's like you learned it, but you never heard it. You just saw him making the mouth.
Do you know why? Because it helps me get away with the fact that I don't know all the words. Freshman year.
I think that's why I only
What's my
sing
age again? Where's my Asian friend?
Women aren't attracted to juvenile antics.
I thought you were going to say Jews.
Oh my god.
Women aren't attracted to Jews.
Stop. We're going to get cancelled.
Hey, it's her words.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
This dildo repellent.
Others. Act your age. Women aren't attracted to juvenile antics or childish foolishness. Like, we're both in relationships.
Yeah, and we are as childish as it gets.
Yeah. If you want to appeal to a woman, be smart, confident, and adult above all else.
I saw someone's name written down the other day, and their last name was Butt, and I laughed for about 2 minutes. I'm 31 years old.
Someone rang me the other day, and they'd mentioned that someone's last name was Gooch. And I tiptoed around it. I was like, oh, okay. And they went, it's a funny last name, though, isn't it? And I was like,
right, this happened to me.
I suppose it is.
When I worked at Tool Station, this happened to me. These 2 little old ladies came in.
You can't give the first name, though. GDPR.
I can't remember the first name.
Oh, good.
And I obviously had to take the details off them because they were buying something. And I said, what's your name, sorry? And she said her first name. And then she went, and my last name's Gooch. And I went, sorry, what? And she went,
and she's like,
and the thing is, then she went, Gooch. G. I went, I can spell Gooch.
You're like, oh, can you spell that for me? She's like, oh yeah, just spell it like the space between the balls and the anus. Just like that. Oh, I'm with you now.
That kind of Gooch.
You know, like taint.
Yeah. Oh, the bass. No man's land. The stench trench.
Oh. Oh my god. I love that this article's trying to say, like, oh yeah, above anything else, you must act your age. Like, don't be nice. Above all else, be an adult.
Yeah, that's a good point. There's at no point has it mentioned be honest, be kind, be nice.
Yeah.
Because having sex appeal isn't about just about being good looking, is it?
No.
It's about how you hold yourself and you know what I mean? Like,
especially if you
I find my wife sexy for many reasons, but some of the reasons I find her sexy because of the way she makes me laugh.
There you go. It's the time you spend.
Some of the other
not
reasons I
doing
find
it.
her sexy are because of her amazing flaps. Oh, it's lovely.
Jesus, man.
Oh, honestly, mate. Oh,
you're gonna get laid when this goes out.
Honestly, mate, it's like God's made a marmalade sandwich just for me.
Okay. Moving on. Actually, yeah. Step 4.
Is it be kind and honest?
No, step 4 is congratulate your wife's vagina on a podcast. Jesus, Mark. Keep it in
Sophie,
your
if your
pants.
vagina's out there and listening, congratulations.
She's just got one earphone in, the other down her pants. Number 4, be attentive. Women appreciate compliments about their grooming.
Hello, dear. You look well groomed today.
You could have just said, women appreciate compliments. Everyone appreciates compliments, Mark. I like compliments.
Dan,
Fucking hell.
you look well groomed today.
Have you showered today? I can really tell. You don't stink like you normally do.
Have you brushed your teeth today?
That piss odour's gone, Mark.
Thank you.
You smell really good.
I've changed my nappy.
Number 5, be fun and funny. So,
mate, that's why we're in relationships, because we are fun and funny.
Jesus, I debate that sometimes.
Hey, what? We're funny. We're funny guys, man.
The thing is, just like our disclaimer in the podcast, it's all objective, or is it subjective? If fun,
I can't
being
remember this,
funny,
I can't remember this at this moment. So
we'll edit
say
it in
both,
afterwards.
and then we'll delete as appropriate.
Being fun and funny is objective. Being fun and funny is subjective. And we'll just delete whichever one we need to. And just like we say with the podcast...
What was that about being mature and shit?
Look, it's mature to admit we don't know it and then edit it out in post. That's very mature, man.
So all these steps are just for attracting women, just for attracting men, aren't they? Or these for attracting women?
These are for attracting women. So these are for men to use to attract women. Right.
I was going to say, judging by the way that this woman's writing them, she could have saved all this time and just put, pick the woman you want and take her.
What?
Old fashioned, isn't it?
Yes.
I mean, she ain't got a choice.
Brilliant.
Yeah. There you go. I've just saved the whole article.
Just coax her in, close the door.
Coax her in. Keep a trail of sweets.
Oh, lovely Hoover in here. Come on. That's what 1950s Dan would have said.
Hey, there's a lovely Hoover in here.
This Dan's saying, "Oh look,
there's
warmth.
There's a mediocre Hoover in here.
There's me sometimes."
Prefer the Hoover.
I love this bit. It says, "No juvenile toilet humour, guys. You're not in the frat house."
The frat house.
Sometimes shit jokes are fun.
Yeah, mate. If shit jokes weren't funny, we wouldn't have a podcast.
Why the fuck do we fart if we're not meant to laugh at them? Like, honestly, I swear
if there's ever
it's built into us to break up awkward silences. He's farted.
If there's ever a time when you're allowed to ask God one question, it'll be that.
Why do we fart?
If not,
It'll also be like,
laugh.
do you exist? And I ask that, but he never answers.
So he's either busy or he doesn't.
Maybe it's because I'm praying to the Mormon God, though, that really doesn't exist.
There you go.
That's why he's not answering.
And the one true God is Allah.
Do you want to know how to attract men, Mark?
Do I ever?
Shall we?
Go for it.
Wear red. Step 1, wear red.
Oh, no, mate, that's the wrong article. That's how to not attract bulls.
Oh, no, sorry. This one's how to dress as a used tampon. Jesus. Some studies show that men are instinctively attracted to the colour red, which, you guessed it, ignites the male passion and libido.
I'd say if you want to attract a male by wearing something, wear nothing.
Amen. Because men are simple. Well, okay, this is a generalisation, but men are a bit more simple, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. Give us a hole to stick it in.
Yeah, I think most men are just like very visual, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's why most porn is aimed at dudes.
Oh, yeah.
They know the market.
Yeah. We're simple creatures.
We humans aren't the only ones that are attracted to red. Some primate species and birds associate the colour red with their mating rituals.
And the citation for that, please?
Oh, I think this one's actually... I think they've cited it.
Piss right off.
Should we go down a trip down Red Lane?
Go on, then. Is that what you call it when you have sex when she's on a period?
So actually, no, the website they've cited, I don't even need to open it. It's askmen.com. Askmen.com, top 10 proven traits men desire in women.
That's not.
But that's not a trait you desire in women.
That's a trait you desire
Wears red.
On women.
Yeah, that's nothing to do with the woman.
Yeah. When you're looking for a wife, you don't sit there going, she's got to wear red, though.
You don't, because
got to wear red.
Literally anyone could wear red.
Yeah.
At any given moment, I want to visit that website now. I think I'm about to abandon WikiHow mid-WikiHow. Should we check out the top 10 traits that men desire?
Go for it.
Fucking yes.
Let's see if we agree.
It's the gift that keeps giving.
You are my fire. No one.
You went into that confident then, and then you turned deaf again.
Mommy, when I say I want it that way. Tell me why.
Get out. Okay. So
tell me why.
Fuck off. Dude, I think I can just tell that this isn't a trustworthy website. That wasn't words. Trustworthy website. By the page is like 60% ads. Like you can always tell you can't trust this. Ask men.
Yeah, but what? Oh God!
The adverts. This is your body's response to not wearing a bra. Why is it all like aimed at like people not wearing?
That's not really a decent advert for AskMen.com, is it?
No. Okay, we're on the wrong page here. Let's get back. Let's get back to the task at hand. Figure out how to hook some dudes.
Ironically and accidentally download Grindr.
Number 2, emphasize your eyes. Apparently, men are
I don't want to fuck your eyes, love.
Jeez. Apparently, men are less shallow than their reputation. Rather than being first drawn to a woman's chest, as is generally thought, research reveals that men are actually first attracted to the eyes, not the cleavage.
No, it's the ass. Sorry, it's the ass. And if she's got a good old camel toe, then...
It's 2021, and... Okay. You can't... You can't not notice if someone's got a camel toe.
Oh, it's great. It's like good old moose's knuckle.
But you can't not see it.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of the time, the people that have them, you don't want to have seen it, but you can't not.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you don't do it on purpose, but you can spot it from a mile away.
And once you've seen it, that's it. It's there forever.
Yeah. Jesus. If you want to attract a guy, emphasize your eyes with makeup to highlight their natural brilliance and beauty. Like, there's so many contradictions going on here. If they're naturally brilliant and beautiful...
Why have you got to enhance them, yeah.
Chill. I feel like this article's got it all wrong.
So basically, so far, for women to make themselves attractive to men, they've got to tart themselves up.
Yeah.
Wear makeup,
a bright dress.
Wear red.
Sort your eyes out.
Yeah, basically.
This, Mark, now this supports everything we've been saying about this being written in the 50s.
Is it make 'em a sandwich?
Empathise and be agreeable. Jesus.
No, you see...
Men find agreeableness sexy and attractive. What they're saying is like, just mirror the dude. Like, you'll be fine. They'll think you're cool.
Everyone apart from Billy Milligan finds agreeable women attractive.
When deciding what to do, where to go, or how to approach a particular task, most men find it preferable to follow the simplest, as opposed to the best or most complex solution. Correspondingly, men find agreeableness and a willingness to act sexy in prospective partners. And a willingness to act sexy?
What the fuck?
What's this saying?
This is like... You get like women who are feminists and stuff and say that men are the worst thing in the world, but this woman
I like this
isn't doing much to help the cause, is she?
I like this one as well, and I can't help but feel like this is why every one of my exes has been a little bit mental, because I feel like they've all read this. Be moderately neurotic. Why would you want to be moderately neurotic? Studies show that men are turned off by both overly cool and calm prospective mates.
Nope, not at all.
No. As well as hyper-stressed partners. However, people with moderately neurotic characteristics are usually rated by men as the sexiest.
Oh, yeah, I always look at a woman and go, fucking hell, she looks like she's got issues.
Fucking mental.
Oh, God.
That's why I'm always stood out of the fucking mental hospital, just peering in. Peering in. But what does this mean for you exactly?
Waiting for some of that autistic pussy.
To appeal to men, it's good to sweat the big stuff and let the little stuff slide. When it comes to your career, your family and your health, it's good to be somewhat neurotic. What? Serious and concerned. When it comes to finding a place to eat lunch, go easy. Don't affect weirdness to have more sex appeal. Just be genuine and avoid sharing overly personal neuroses.
What in the name of all that's fucking holy is this woman blathering on about?
I don't know.
This is the stupidest thing on the internet.
I have a theory that, like, these aren't written by people. I think these are written based on, like, common things that you'd find on the internet. I feel like it's like an algorithm that just pulls together things that it's found. Because the internet is fucked for advice on stuff like this. Because in reality, it's not that hard. Just be you, and you'll find someone similar to you.
Okay, so what's your advice? What makes a woman attractive to you, Dan?
They're just being fun. That's one. They've got to be fun.
Be fun.
Because you're going to be spending a lot of time with this person, and if you're like me, probably about 2 to 3 minutes every week having sex. So, look, you're not going to be wanting to meet someone that's just really boring, but insane. Like, well, just don't. You going just based on looks, you're gonna fucking struggle, aren't you?
Yeah. So you find a woman being fun sexy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what?
What?
Oh, also, this is one of them topics. We could talk about this forever. I know that you're just going to come in here and say something very typical.
Like what?
Like, oh, arseholes. Could have a nice arsehole.
I wasn't thinking that, but now you say it. I do like a nice chocolate starfish.
Big hands.
Is that yours?
Big hands and shaven toes. Kind of things that really makes you go mad.
No, shall I tell you what I find very sexy in a woman? When she's completely legally dead.
And just like that, we're at the end of the show.
End of the show. End of the spookiest podcast in the world.
Spooky. we literally touched on, like, Grease for 10 minutes. And then about a minute of Halloween dotted in here and there. We tried.
I think we did well.
Well,
you made it work.
As promised, we're going to give you the little snippets that we took from the
Halloween party interviews from all the drunk guests.
Yeah, it's going to be very spooky. So yeah, as always,
no one asked for it.
No one needed it.
But this was it.
It was the DarcBalll Cast.
Spooky Cast. Fuck's sake.
Shit.
Fuck off.
Out of all the Star Wars films, which is the best Harry Potter film?
Prisoner of Azkaban.
Why?
It's based. Deaf people who have never heard a voice or vocalization, do they have an internal monologue?
Oh. They do, but it's in Braille. No. They got bumpy minds. Which minority is it most socially acceptable to be racist towards?
French.
You can choose only one option.
Okay.
Watch your parents have sex every day for the rest of your life.
Okay.
Or join in once.
I would have to join in once. It's because I've got young parents and that's going to be a long rest of my life. And I'm only a young'un as well. So I think that's going to be my answer. Join in once.
Join in once.
I'm going to lock it in.
Thank you.
Length or girth?
Length.
Will it ever happen?
No.